Hello, friends. Jesus is calling with a great message today. This is a great way for us to just really reset and think about the way that we start our day, because we should definitely start our day with this specific message from Jesus today. So let me tell you what Jesus is calling today. He says, let thankfulness temper all your thoughts. A thankful mindset keeps you in touch with me. I hate it when my children grumble, casually despising my sovereignty. Thankfulness is a safeguard against this deadly sin. Furthermore, a grateful attitude becomes a grid which you perceive life. Gratitude enables you to see the light of my presence shining on all circumstances. Cultivate a thankful heart, for this glorifies me and fills you with joy. There are so many Bible verses coming to my head right now about this, but the one that is in here in my actual Jesus Calling book, I'm going to read the one from Colossians. So Paul says, let the word of Christ dwell in you richly as you teach and admonish one another with all wisdom, and as you sing psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs with gratitude in your hearts to God. That's from Colossians 3:16. This is such an important daily reminder, and I highly suggest that a practical way that we can incorporate this into our everyday life is making sure that we wake up with this in mind. Wake up with the type of gratitude that God wants us to have for everything that He has provided for us. When we focus on the opposite, on frustrations and anxiety and fear, then, as you know, everything can come tumbling down. And that's really sets the tone for your day. My girlfriend and I always talk about this, and it's about protecting our energy bubble as much as we can. And we have that ability by first being grateful. When you wake up in the morning, be grateful for your breath. Be grateful for your family. Be grateful that you woke up in a bed, in a warm or cold house, depending on where you live. I just highly suggest that you keep in mind that our circumstances might not change instantly, but your perspective can. And the perspective that we have, like he says, it can act, a grateful attitude can act as a grid through which you perceive life. I encourage you to just be so grateful for all of the things that you have. When you walk outside, be grateful for the sun. Be grateful for the trees and the weather and all of the beautiful things that God has provided for you. If you can